Kotaku is in a world of trouble right now, guys. Parent company Geo Media is laying off all of the wokies, and we predicted this. We all figured it was coming to an end soon because these guys are not journalists. They are video game activists. They want to push political agendas, and you hate to see it, right? No, actually, you love to see it. So yesterday, Alyssa Mercante put her announcement that after 2 years, she's no longer with the company. Can I help you with something? Very sorry to disturb you. Anyways, all inside jokes aside, she claims she left. We all know the truth, though. She got fired. She tried to say that she did this before the layoffs. She even had to clarify it. She left some messages saying, hire Willow Rowe, support independent media, fight misinformation, wash your ass. I don't know what people's ass washing behaviors have to do with anything, but she definitely got canned. She didn't voluntarily leave. Her hand was at least strong-armed into being like, okay, you're gone. Even if she didn't get laid off, she was strong-armed into it because these people are activists. They don't care about writing actual video games journalism. In fact, speaking of Willow Rowe, Stuttering Craig, shout-outs to Side Scrollers, called it out, saying Kotaku fired its queer games critic and a guy whose last article on the site is about how he wants to kill people who voted for Trump and labeled them fascist. Classy. This is, was video game journalism in 2024. So their article was about playing Wolfenstein if you're mad at the world right now, because I guess you got to kill a whole bunch of Nazis and Trump voters are Nazis, right? That's what it's all about with these people. They have Trump derangement syndrome, Grum's derangement syndrome. They hate men. They're mad at the world. Everything is bad, and video games is their personal little safe space that they get to try to groom people into their ideologies. That's what it is. I don't care what you say, what you fucking think, what you kind of do like that. These people are sick, and companies like Geo Media aren't here to waste time and resources on political agendas. They want money at the end of the day. And if you cater to this modern audience, if you write to this woke audience, they're not going to make you money. All right? They're not going to make you money because they don't turn out. There's no such thing as a modern audience that these people that are mentally ill are catering towards. So Willow Rowe fired. Alyssa Mercante gone. That's 2, right? Continuing on, Smash JT said he predicted this back in October, actually, saying, I'm confident Kotaku and many other fake news outlets with zero integrity will be out of business following the election date. So, yeah, right here, saying he predicted with extreme accuracy, made massive cuts to their dumpster fire. And honestly, again, like I said, it's because you had people like Carolyn Petit, Alyssa Mercante, and so forth just being complete nuts. Now, you can see Kotaku's editors are indeed being laid off, and there's a whole bunch of people right here. Amanda Sibling saying Kotaku doing layoffs this week is actually evil. It's almost poetic justice, you know? I think overnight wokeness is gone. Men can no longer get pregnant, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking did it. We did it, Joe. Right? So you can see basically everybody's like, Kotaku and Gawker management in general has been scum for so long. I'm so sorry you folks are doing long. So tell us about how you really feel about the people that are writing y'all's checks, right? I slept in and woke up to the news that I've been laid off from Kotaku. So Moses Tavares. And they all have their little blue sky URLs and stuff because that's where they're going. That's the new safe space, guys, is Blue Sky. So Willow Rowe also got laid off. They said, don't know what's next for me. And you can see people are just eating it up. Kotaku might as well shut down. It won't be missed. Gaming is healing. Good riddance. I understand how these writers are on social media all day and don't buy brands for themselves as a backup. It's not like this is the first time a video game site has laid off people when the money's tight. Pack Watch. I mean, people are just enjoying it, right? Because this was a long time coming, especially when you noticed how insufferable people like Alyssa Mercante, like I said, were as in a position of power as a senior editor. They did everything but cover games. They antagonized people. They attacked gamers. They crossed personal boundaries of class whenever they got criticized. They wrote damage control pieces for Sweet Baby Inc. They wrote hit pieces on gamers. All around nuts. And now people are rumored that she's going to Sweet Baby Inc. or she's going to work with Compulsion Games. Good. The infinite content glitch will continue if she sticks around. If she thinks leaving Kotaku is going to take all the heat off of her, she's wrong. She's absolutely fucking wrong. She's nuts on social media today. In fact, earlier she went off on me, trying to act tough, saying that I'm too scared to engage with her. Meanwhile, she's hiding behind a block. Go to my Twitter if you want to check all that out. It's great fucking content. But Kotaku, you're just because Alyssa Mercante left doesn't mean y'all aren't gonna get criticized either. I think this was them trying to control the heat because people were calling it out. So Grum said layoffs at Kotaku, Alyssa gone. Thanks to Real Hypnotic One. Shout outs to them for the tip. His video linked in reply. They checked over at Blue Sky and it's true. Kotaku's been hit with layoffs. Neon actually predicted many of these sites would close or lay off after election season ad money dried up. Alyssa's no longer with Kotaku as she posts herself on that other X. I expect a GoFundMe soon for the currently unemployed senior editor who is recently shilling for consultancy work in harassment. So honestly, if I'm thinking about it, that lawsuit that she had against Smash JT, how's that going? How's that fucking going, right? Your little harassment bullshit crying campaign. So honestly, there's at least 3 or 4 employees that got laid off, and they're saying that they're down to 6 people. I think I saw that. There's an article actually on this website called Aftermath, and I think this website's made by former Kotaku employees. They already made their next website, if I'm not mistaken, because Luke Plunkett actually wrote an article for this. I am not going to sign up for free articles, but you can see Geo Media cuts Kotaku to the bone as more writers are laid off. They're once again punishing workers for its own bad decisions. Because hey, Kotaku didn't do anything fucking wrong, right? They did absolutely nothing wrong. They didn't make any bad decisions at all. Never mind all the activism that we saw on that website. So here's a quick little article, and you can tell they're pretty salty. I love the taste of the salt. It says Geo Media, a network that owns websites but also knows nothing about running websites. Right off the bat. Oh, they don't know nothing about. Hey, Kotaku, you guys know nothing about gaming journalism. You really don't. You really don't. Continuing on, says has made further cuts at the already beleaguered Kotaku, with a number of writers announcing today that they had been laid off. Willow Rowe and Moses Tavares, 2 writers who only joined the site earlier this year, were abruptly laid off by management this afternoon, also announcing their departure from Kotaku today, albeit on their own terms. Yeah, sure. Sure, she left on her own terms, with senior editor Alyssa Mercante, who posted that after 2 years at the site, she was moving on. The layoffs and departure of Mercante leave Kotaku with just 6 full-time staff, including the editor-in-chief, who only joined a few months ago after his predecessor resigned in protest over Geo Media's management of the site. So I think that's Carolyn Petit, right? Or one of the motherfuckers that comes on there, they have a job, they don't appreciate it because they don't like men ruling over them. So they're going to blame Geo Media for all their troubles. They're not going to hold themselves accountable for all the stupid shit that they write and say and how they act on social media, right? So they follow several rounds of layoffs who have already taken place in 2024, affecting both editorial staff and writers. So here's what managing editor Carolyn Petit said. Geo's Media's management is once again punishing workers for its own bad decisions. Again, it's not their fault. It's Geo Media's, right? Management mandated that some writers stick to service post, and now that the numbers aren't panning out, surprise, surprise, 2 of those writers have been laid off. Cruel and misguided. You know what? Fire Petit. Geo Media, fire her right now, or them, or whatever their fucking stupid pronoun is. Fire them right now. Fire them. They're running their fucking mouth. That's not how the fucking workforce works. You talk bad about your employer, you're gone. Do it. These guys are fucking insubordinate when it comes to following order because you're part of the problem, right? How dare you fire an activist? So it says Kotaku is one of the last remaining websites in Geo Media's portfolio, following the recent sale of everything from The Onion to Jalopnik to whatever was left of Deadspin. Its masthead is now down to just a handful of writers and editors, with much of the site's service work now being handed off to freelancers. Let's see if anybody commented. Yeah, here we go. We got... I know it's not easy, but it would be so sick if everyone else just left. I hope everyone finds work. Kotaku is a staple in my life for so many years. I barely even go there anymore. Once they removed the commenting system, I was out. Hopefully more sites, orgs like Aftermath and Second Wind pop up and are viable. So yeah, a Wokey over here saying it's their problem. They're their problem as well. So it's stupid. It's so fucking stupid right here. Honestly, these people don't know how to operate without having to make everything political, which is why it failed. Let's check out Carolyn Petit's Blue Sky. This is the new woke X that everybody's going to. Bunch of little crybabies. You see, people are saying, I still have a job to be clear, but 2 of our 4 writers were laid off yesterday. It's them I'm concerned about at the moment. So, Carolyn Petit, I don't think you're going to have a job much longer, if I'm going to be completely honest. And I guess this is where everybody's going to go cry about Kotaku. Let's go ahead and see what else is on here. I'm searching. Um, yeah, so here's all the people crying. Kotaku's down to just 6 people now. Another round of layoffs, and the editor taps out in solidarity. Oh, because Alyssa Mercante, some huge. Oh, I'm a fucking team player. Bullshit. Games media is in a terrible state right now. I'm hanging on to PC gamer / freelancing for a while longer. But if things get any worse, I'm going independent or joining one of the new crews. These guys aren't going to get a job anywhere. I think companies are fed up with with all the activism and all that we've seen come out. People don't want wokeness. People don't want bullshit, which is why they're fired. And don't let her fool you. She didn't voluntarily leave. She didn't resign. She was a problem. And it was, hey, either we fire you or you leave. That's what it comes down to. So Kotaku's in trouble. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one.